So our first chapter in ITT and network basic is introduction to computer or fundamental basic of computers. Is it consists of following topics: definition of computer, applications, characteristics, classification, main components. Okay, so these are the topics covered in this chapter. What is a computer? What is data? What is information? Application of computers, characteristics of computer, limitations of computer. Okay, types of computer: analog, digital, hybrid, and main components of computer. So we start with first topic. What is a computer? So basically, computer is a electronic machine or device which process your data and it gives you some result. You can store that data on hard drive or in any hardware. So these are the functions performed by a computer. It takes input from user as a data and process it, and it gives you some resultant output. Okay, suppose you want to find the area of a circle. Okay, so what you will give input as a radius of your circle, and it gives you the area of circle. So it process or it compute the area of circle and gives you output. So after getting your output, you can store it in hard drive or storage device for future use. You can retrieve data and information in future. You can also edit and delete data uh, in computer. So computer can perform complicated arithmetic and logical calculations. uh, its main parts are hardware and software. So computer basically run with the two main parts. One is hardware and second one is software. So hardware is the part which you can touch, you can see, okay, with your eyes, and software is only you can see that part as in form of graphic or in, okay, on your screen. So softwares are programs, you cannot touch them, you can only see them virtually. So this is about computer, and the full form of computer is commonly operated machine, particularly used for technical and educational research. Okay, so next is what is data. So whatever we are doing with any kind of work or business where we are using some data. So data is nothing but qualitative and quantitative set of information. Okay, so everywhere we are using information, and by that information, by that data, we can process it and take some output. Okay, so your data may be in any form, like text form, graphical form, image form, audio form, video form. Okay, so you can store in your data in computer in all these forms. So text form consists of alphabetic values, alphanumeric values, numeric values, special characters. Graphical form means in some graph you can store your output, or you can process graph to get some result. Okay, some charts are there, like, okay, images, you can work with images, photos in applications. Audio, you can feed audio, you can take output audio as a sound from speakers as per your application requirement. And last form of your data is video form. So video form, you can stream video, upload video, you can watch video on computer applications. Like for example, you are watching videos on YouTube, So it is example of video form of your data. So any form you can take uh, and process it on computers. Next, what is the information? So when you process some data, some raw data, then after processing you get some meaningful information. Okay, suppose you have given the radius of circle. After giving the input, computer will process it and give you some output in form of area. So area of circle is like one meaningful information that shows you the area of a particular circle with radius something. Okay, so after processing some data inputs you can get desired information, more meaningful information. So computers are used everywhere. So applications of computers are in every field. Computers are used to process data. Computers are used in education, in banks, in transaction system, railway, air reservation system, security systems, job, medical science. Okay, space science, geology, scientific research, publishing and designing, business, e-commerce, entertainment, communication, accounting, location tracking, social media, advertising, broadcasting. So there are number of sectors or categories where you can use computer applications. You can make software and you can use for particular purpose. Okay, for example, in movies or films are produced, then they are edited using some software. Okay, so everywhere softwares are used to process some data to get some results. Okay, for example, railway reservation system, so where you give your all detailed train number and your source to destination address, then you get ticket for particular train. So what you are giving as an input as your name, age, your personal data, your train name. Okay, from where to where you want to go, then it process and as per availability it provides you ticket, and then further you can travel in particular train. So that computer application just process your ticket and put it as a output in form of ticket. Okay, same way e-commerce sites are also there. So a lot of shopping, online shopping sites are there. They are what they are doing, customers can directly order their products and they deliver through software. So all the information they display on their websites, and you can keep order to deliver any product from e-commerce site. So there are a number of different applications that can be uh, done through computers. So next is characteristics of computers. So why computers are so popular? Because of automation, you can run many instructions at a time. They run automatically once you write a program. Okay, accuracy, they gives you result more accurately. Okay, yes. Speed, they solve problems very quickly. So once you write a program or software, then they can calculate very quickly and gives you some result. Large storage, you can store huge data on computers. Fast retrieval, you can obtain data from hard drives on from servers. Okay, diligence, they cannot they can work 24/7 without any restriction, without any error. Okay, so this is one of characteristics. Agility, they are free from human sentiments, so without boring and stress work, normal intense. So they can work hours without any sentiment. Okay, so that is agility, versa- versatility. It performs different types of tasks at same time. Okay, so you can do multiple tasks on computer. You can run multiple application or programs at same time. So it will perform different tasks at same time. Okay, so that is versatile in nature, remembering power. They can rely, you can rely, you can store your data in memory, so you can retrieve it anytime in future after 5 years, 10 years. Okay, so less paperwork. You don't need papers to do your work. You can digitally store your data. Secrecy, you can protect your data information through username, id, passwords. Okay, so these are the characteristics a computer have. So it helps you in every business, every application where you can take advantage of these characteristics. Okay, so next is limitation of computers. So computer have no brain, you have to program it. Okay, no sensation, so it do its tasks as per your software written. Dependent on electricity, without electricity it will not run, so you need to supply electricity continuously if you want to work 24/7. Its actions are fully dependent on operators. Okay, so whatever it gives you output, it depends on how you are using or user is using that computer. So these are the limitations. Classification of computers. Computers are classified in three types: analog, digital, and hybrid. Okay, so analog computer is nothing but some simplest form of applications. Those are used in thermometer, multimeter, speedometer, petrol pump indicator, digital balance, digital watch. So these all kind of gadgets or devices uses analog signals to process information, data, and gives you some result. Okay, then second, digital computers have supercomputer. So this is digital in scientific purpose it is used. So it can process 2 lakhs of trillions of calculation per second. Okay, so within second you can process this much instructions on your computer. So hundreds of scientists and engineers can operate at the same time. So supercomputers are used at forecasting weather and climates, petroleum exploration, analysis of DNA in biological research, aircraft designing, launching satellites. So where you can use supercomputer. Then mainframe computer, mini computer, microcomputer, and so mainframe where there is a large organization where employees are around 400 to 1500. They can use operate a computer at same time. Mini computer where the users are 5 to 500, they can operate at same time to same computer. And microcomputers are our personal computers like desktop, laptops, and all. So these are the cheapest single processor efficient least efficient because number of users are very less. Okay, so these are digital computers. Now hybrid computer, it is combination of both digital and analog. So both features you can use in this hybrid computers. So next is main components of computer systems. So what it consists of in terms of hardware. So first is motherboard. So it is, we can say, heart of your computer. So all the circuitry or electronic circuits chips are embedded or built on this board, motherboard, where all the data lines or wires are circuits are designed on this motherboard. So this is first part, motherboard. Then second is CPU. So CPU is the processor which process your input, whatever you are giving it compute and gives you some result. CPU fan for cooling purpose, every CPU have cooling fan to make it uh, to save it from heating. Okay. Then next part is RAM. RAM is a primary memory where all the programs are stored to run. So when you on your computer, all programs or application which you clicked will come to RAM, to primary memory, where they go to processor for processing. Okay. So before going to processing, they come from hard drive to RAM, then the programs go or instructions goes to processor. Then ROM, read only memory. So to start computer or to load your operating system, we require some basic programs. So these basic programs are stored in ROM. So these are fixed programs and written once, and will not be written rewrite again in most of cases. So these are the programs to boot your system, to reload operating system, where is operating system located on your hard drive and all. So these are the system programs, we can say. They are permanently stored on ROM. So ROM is again implemented or installed on your motherboard. So when you on your computer, first ROM programs will executed, then OS will be loaded, your system will be on, then uh, now you can run your user applications, whatever you want to do. Okay. Then next is hard disk, where you can store your data permanently. You may store your Windows operating system, you may store user application, your data in terms of files, folders. Okay. So all the data you want to store permanently can be stored in hard disk. Then CD DVD writers, where you can store your data in optical form. Okay. So you can write, you can read data from optical disc like CD, DVD. The next part is SMPS. So every desktop computers or computer system have some AC to DC conversion. So this is done by SMPS because our computers work digitally, and our supply to our homes or offices are in analog form or in alternative current form. So we have to convert to DC current or DC power, then we supply to our computers. So before giving power to our motherboards, processor, or any device, first we convert into DC power. So SMPS will work as a converter, and also it reduces the voltage level. Okay. So because our computers work on very low voltage, around 5 volt, 3.3 volt. Okay. So we have to convert our high voltage supply to low voltage. So SMPS will do this. Okay. Again the cables, so to transfer your data from hard drive to RAM to processor to again RAM to again hard drive, or to some output device, or if you taking some input from input devices, then the data will flow from input device to again to processor or RAM. So all these operations or flow require some cables, some data cables. So these cables are SATA PATA cables, power cable also there, to supply power to particular component of your computer. Then VGA cable to connect your CPU to monitor. Okay, so these cables are used to transfer signals or data from one component to other. Okay, SATA PATA cables are used to transfer your data from hard drive to your motherboard. Okay, so these cables are used to make communication between all components. Then indicators, so power indicator, hard disk indicator, it shows how your device is working or your device is on. Okay, so these are the different components which combinedly work as a single unit. We call it computer. Okay, so thank you very much.